right, everybody, this is Kurt H. I am TheLazyFarmer, and I'm back in Run8 again with an impromptu live stream. Yep, we're back on the, let's go here. There we go. We're back in the Met on the Southwest Rail Simulations SRS server. And just was like talking with the guys, hanging out in Discord, and then someone mentioned that my Discord, I was fine, but it was the audio coming from Discord was a little off. So I decided to do a test, and if I'm going to do a test, I might as well do a stream. So here we are. We're going to try to finish up. I'm in the McClure yard of the Met, and right now I'm pushing back in to work some industries. And I want to flip a switch here, and so we're going to go back, and we're just going to push back because it's actually right around the industries that I'm going to work. You can see all the tags right there. That's where I'm going to work. So let me go ahead and fire up. I think Discord is open. Go ahead down there, guys. Say something. Oh, wait a minute. Help me if I unmute myself. All right, guys, what's happening? I'm live, and so if you're watching my stream, let me know. Does Discord sound good? I think Mike was sitting there throwing some. So Ken, you're the one who said that I said that Discord sounded low.
Yeah, it sounded low to me. I mean,
all right.
I don't know.
So Mike, all right, I guess you're watching the stream because you're like typing in there. So how's the stream sound to you guys? Crickets.
Crickets? Oh,
that's good.
I mean, okay. Devin's here too. Devin just chatted up in there, so yeah, you guys jump out of Discord and listen, and Mike and Kevin and I will have a conversation. So, Ken, how was your day?
Busy today.
Yeah. Did you deposit that check?
No, I could not.
How's the weather down there?
Very, very, very chilly.
Very chilly.
In fact, that's what I'm eating for supper tonight right now. I'm trying to go between that and not like have you guys hear me eat said chili. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to interrupt your dinner, so.
Oh no, you're all right. It's all good.
All right. So, Mike, Devin, how does Discord sound? How did Ken sound? Somebody else has jumped in here. Who jumped in? No, somebody. Maybe it was Mike. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sounds
good. Okay. Have you guys ever noticed that it was low? Because I mean, if I'm having a conversation with somebody, I want everybody to hear. Mike's just the kind of guy that just goes, it's good.
No, I normally mute your stream and listen through Discord, so I didn't notice it myself.
Gotcha.
Yeah, notice it.
Okay. Well, good. I appreciate it. So as long as it's not too loud, not too soft, about the same level as me, I'm good. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Well, good. That's the reason for the stream. I'm just going to keep streaming now. So we'll make another 2-hour stream out of it. So where am I? I am, once again, I'm on the Southwest Rail Simulation server. If you want to access their server, you can. I put a link in the Discord right to their Discord. In their Discord channel, they have a link to their forums. Go to the forums, register on the forums, and that's once Ken approves you, then you'll see the information for their server. And go ahead and jump in, join their server. Leave a note in their forums that you're now a part of the SRS. They would appreciate it. So, impromptu operating session.
Yes, we would like to know that you have joined us.
Yeah. So
and I will get you approved as soon as possible.
And let me see, is that before or after the check ride?
There is no check ride.
There, see how I set that up, and you knock it right down. That's right. Just like the TheLazyFarmer servers, there is no check ride on this one. So
we only ask that you be responsible while controlling your trains.
And mistakes happen. Even for me, let's put it this way. Last night the server crashed, but it wasn't anything that, because I know JCM is or JCMN, that's who it was. It was out there. It came from the Kingman sub, He's a good operator. It just happens. You know, I know I'm a good operator, not to pat myself on the back, but there was some issues that were happening before I was trying to kick a car, and then the server crashed. So I'll take the blame. I'm okay, but it happens. Mistakes happen.
I still think it was Microsoft.
I do too, because I mean that particular day there was a ton of. I mean, I had my systems all fully updated, and there were other updates. So yeah, I think it was Microsoft as well. Now this particular one, this is kind of weird, but I honestly think that the proper way to have done this would have been to take this hopper car and put it down here for unloading, and then take this box car and put it up here, but it's still the same industry. It doesn't matter. They're both going to get worked. I'm a casual player. I am not like, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that. And that's kind of the way it is here on the SRS as well. Just same thing as all my servers, which I'm actually going to announce. I now have a Southeast server going too.
Oh.
Yeah, that actually went live last night or yesterday.
Oh.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but it was just because that was an answer to somebody else that they changed out Southeast for AGS. So, and I know the Southwest Rail Simulations, you guys have a Southeast server going too, right?
We do.
You have a Southeast server, and you have you have a third one too, don't you?
He is, I think, going to be. Well, we got Mosel. We got a
Okay.
Mosel as well.
Okay, so you have Mosel in Southeast and Southwest.
And then I think he's going to have an AGS server as well.
Gotcha.
Soon, but I don't know how soon that will be,
Yeah.
since I've got him now heavily working on the Southwest again. So.
Yeah, I mean it's not a competition thing. In fact, I believe
Right.
that most, I mean honestly, the more servers out there and more that they're aware of, I think it's better for Run8.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, and one thing I was talking about was like getting a like some kind of a website going, and that lists all the Run8 servers out there. And I found one, but the last time that anybody posted on it was 2017. Yeah.
That's
So
interesting.
yeah. So it's all right. But like I said, honestly, the more servers out there, the better it is for Run8. And just if you find one that you like, stay there. If not, bounce around. It's always good to do. Oh, what's this here?
Yeah,
Groot, what's up, Groot? I just subbed to your channel the other day. I saw that message. Thank you for the sub. Greatly appreciate it. Now you just need to come out and join us out here, either for Southwest, which would be, I say Southwest. I think it's still listed as Southern California because that's initially where it started. But this is, oh, you know what, Groot? I got you, buddy. I got you. You need help?
There, guys?
Hey, what's up, Ghost? Groot, I'm telling you right now, you
Not
need
much.
help.
Just gotten back
Yeah.
from doing
Hang on.
Run8.
Hey, Ghost. I'm talking. I'm trying to talk to a new sub. Don't make me put you in the corner. Oh, I know.
Yes,
Don't put baby in the corner. I know. What movie's that from, guys?
That one movie with people dancing and
That one movie. Just say that one movie. You're good. You covered them all. So anyway, yeah, Groot. Yeah. In fact, Ghost, who I was in the middle of a sentence and he interrupted, and I don't feel bad. I tell the students, I got 2,000 students that I work with, and I tell them too, hey, I'm talking. Okay. I try to teach my own kids. You wait for a break, and then you say, excuse me, can I say something? But anyway, to Groot, you can ask Ghost right here. Ghost, how much help have you gotten with Run8? Because you're a brand new player too.
helping is a lot of it helps me a lot. Depot site, these guys, I couldn't done it. I could would have not done it without Lazy. I could have without Devin or Ken. It's I have came a long ways. I've been playing Run8 about 4.5 months, and so it's been an extraordinary ride through the journeys of hard times, and now I get to still keep. It's still a learning curve for me, but it's still fun.
Excuse me, Ghost. Mother Slug, stop talking. You're interrupting. I had to yell at somebody in my stream for interrupting. No, I'm kidding. I'm playing. It's all good. So yeah, no. So and then you introduced somebody else to the game who literally, honestly, was so much fun because he was 1 day old with Run8. He bought Run8. We got him going with it, and all he kept saying was, "Oh my God, this is so realistic! Oh my goodness, I can't believe you can do that!" Oh my! And I was grinning from ear to ear because that's how I was when I first started Run8. So, yes, it has a huge learning curve. Come on in. I mean, the water's fine. We've got, my servers. You've got the SRS servers. We don't require check rides. And that's why I've kind of partnered with the SRS. They're partnering with me. Honestly, it's about getting the new people up to speed. So if you want to go off to High Green, Mateo, or even the depot, we can get you there. Okay, and I know that Ghost, you've been spending a lot of time with Ken, and you spend a lot of time with Devin, and you're grabbing as much knowledge as you can. There's so much that you can do with Run8, and we haven't even touched we've just touched the surface. We haven't gotten down into the configurations of what you can do, and that's what I've been spending a lot of my time lately is on. I do have a Southwest server. It is a private Southwest server. It is my experimental server. It's where I go to play with configurations before I take them over to do the same things with AGS or the Southeast server that I have now. So Groot, I've got the Southeast. Okay, so how do you join? Here's where you want to go. This is for both of us. For me, you want to join the Lazy Farmer Discord server. When you join that server, you're automatically going to get access to NorCal. All right. Once you're on on the Discord server, and the link is in the description, and what you want to do is once you're there, you're going to find there's a page. Helps if I go look at Discord. So let me bring this train to a stop because I always want to be in control of the train. And the reason, especially on this lead right here that I'm on, for this industry, you'll notice there's no bumper, there's nothing down there. If this train goes off the end of this track, it will disappear. I do not want it to do that. So bear with me. I'm going to set some parking brakes here. Hand brakes, actually, not parking brakes, hand brakes. Okay, now, so in the actual Lazy Farmer Discord server that I'm in right now, we're all hanging out in the Sparks Tower for NorCal. That's fine. I don't care. But when you jump in, you're going to come in and you're going to see NorCal access request. Okay. But there's also a TLF Mocel access request. On both of these, once you're in the Lazy Farmer Discord, ask for access to NorCal. Go to the TLF Mocel access. There is a link there to join that Discord channel. The reason is because of the password bot that I run. Once you're over there on the TLF Mocel server, DM me, said, "Hey, I'm on TLF Mocel, or I'm on the Lazy Farmer. I want access to NorCal. I want access to Mohawk and Selkirk. I want access to AGS. I want access." Just say that. I will put you into the Discord, into the bot. Once you're in the password bot, you just follow the directions there at that point on how to get your passwords, and also you'll find the information on how to join the servers as well too. So, and then as far as in, let's see, did I do it here? It's actually on the TLF Mocel server. that you will find the information for SRS, Southwest Rail Simulations. Their link to their Discord is there, and then of course you follow their links to their in their general chat. You follow the links to their forums and get their information so you can join on their servers. So, wow, that's a lot. All right, so let's see. Mika Cobb. Hey, what's up, Santiago? We meet again. You're rail fanning, not a fan. Hey, are you out, Santiago, rail fanning, or you are rail fanning as I'm streaming Run8? Either way, perfect. Ken Clark. Hello, welcome, Ken. Hey, Ken, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
That's Ken right there. So. So play with it. You'll get how to play with it online. No, yeah, there. I'm a new sub and I love Run8, but I'm quite picky. I'm a carman machinist for Amtrak, so I am quite picky about operations. So if you're picky about operations, Paul, that's okay. We're not overly picky here. We're very casual. I'm a very casual player. If you want picky and you're good at operations, then I'm going to suggest the Depot Plus. Those guys over there, they are all active duty railroaders or retired railroaders, and they are extremely picky. That's the prototypical side of Run8, is the Depot Plus. So I highly recommend them. I am a part of Depot Plus. I need to go over there, and I got to do some hours. And they also have what's called the Operations Center. I cannot show you the Operations Center, but Operations Center is absolutely, I mean, they drill down. So I do recommend that, Paul. But you're welcome to join. You're my new subscriber. I appreciate you very much. But I'm Groot on Discord. So you're on. It's okay. As long as you're in my Discord channel, I can walk you in. You can always jump in and actually chat with me as well too. I don't bite. High cubes are by far the nicest boxcars. Yeah, I think I appreciate that. I mean, honestly, these. I mean, I've got, what do you got here? Canadian Pacific down here, and we got Norfolk Southern right there. And look, it's still on the tracks. Yes, I did. I went there. All right. While fanning while I'm live streaming. That's the best way to be. Met looks really interesting. I've got the Depot Plus, very populated download. It's really busy. Yes, it is. If you have the Met, this is about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour north of where I actually live. I'm excited because I was excited when they came out with the Fresno to Modesto DLC. Because right there, I will tell you, the Merced Amtrak station is modeled spot on. And that's where I jump on the Amtrak trains to go see my daughter. Because I can drive, I could be there real quick. But then again, why when you can take the train? So I'm just saying. I just joined your Discord. Okay, you're in my Discord. Awesome. Let me take care of something here. Now, Groot, do you have the Roseville DLC? You guys in Discord too, keep talking if you want. I know I'm jumping in here, I'm chatting. I mean, just is blowing me away how busy my chat is right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Looks
Okay? So Marv has all the subs, awesome. And then Groot, do you have all the subs? So if Groot has the subs, Marv, you can, if you have all the subs and want to play casual, you're more than welcome to join us. You can join my Discord. The link is in the description. But for SoCal server, the link to the SRS Rail Simulations is also in the description, and you can join them as well. Okay, so you only have the Southeast. All right, so then Groot, what you want to do then is you're going to go, once you're in my Discord or join my Discord, look for the channel that is, because you should see Roseville NorCal server. Under that server, you should have access to the TLF Mosel access. So what I'm going to do, if you're in my server, there you are. Let me check your permissions real quick. I'm going to pull it off and put it back on again, just because sometimes it hicks up a little bit when the bot adds it. Nah, there's no reason to be sorry for living in Florida. I like Florida. In fact, I've been to the panhandle of Florida. I saw you say that earlier. I have to step away too much right now. I'll be watching and listening. No problem, Marv. Thanks for hanging out. So lurking is absolutely fine, but you know what? You guys can just say hi too because, like I said, we don't bite. We pick on each other, but we don't bite.
Sure do.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't bite like a great white shark while you have rail fanning fans talking to you on the chat. No, exactly. And actually, I've actually went scuba diving to go see great whites. So, and yeah, I'm glad I was in a cage. I'm just saying that. I love CSX. I see them all day long. CSX is actually interesting. The Mohawk and Selkirk route, I do have a server up for that. I've been playing on there, and actually the operations guide from the Depot Plus, I grabbed that, so it makes operations up there, and actually it's taught me a lot about CSX operations. And then it just was it last night or yes, I think it was last night or the night before, is I was in the middle of fixing the bot, I actually had another app that I was fixing, so if my servers go down, they automatically come right back up again. Fixing that because that was only one route was coming up, the other ones weren't, so I solved that issue. And then I decided I was going to go ahead and launch the Southeast server, and that's it. I mean, I like that. I mean, the Waycross is fun. I just need to become more familiar with it. So, Groot, when you get started on that, I might be relying on you to help me out with that. All right, let's go ahead. I got the BCP next. I got 2 cars there. I'm more of NS, Amtrak, UP, and BNSF. Well, Santiago, then you need to get, if you don't have Run8, get Run8, and you can actually join us on the AGS, because the AGS route's fun too right now. And it's literally, I think it's one DLC away from being connected to the Southeast route.
Excuse me, Lazy.
Yes, sir.
So I've been planning on I figured out that I'm just not gonna get the car packs. I'm gonna shorten a limited room, on a lot, and I know I like playing multiplayer a lot, so I'm just gonna go and get like more maps first.
It's whatever you want to do. So here's the advice that I'm going to give you again, and I'll give to everybody else out there. Whatever your budget is, I would say you're just brand new to Run8. What you want, Groot, I'll get to you in just a minute. Budget about $40 a month. So that way you got some limit. Now, $40, what it'll get you? That'll get you 1 map DLC. Okay? It'll get you 2, or it'll get you, let's say I've got to put the or in there, or it'll get you 2 engine packs, or up to 4 car packs. Do you need the car packs? No, you don't, because you're going to see a lot of Run8 boxcars if you don't have the car packs, but it doesn't matter. As long as those Run8 cars are tagged for the industry will still process them as if they're normal. I'm a non-brand railroad fan. I only love locomotive brand designs. And no, exactly. That's what I look at. In fact, I actually, on my way to work today, in the freezing temperature, I heard a horn blast. So I could have crossed the railroad tracks, but no, I waited. I waited for that train to go by. And it was, well, we had 4 units on the front, but it was a very short manifest train. So I don't know what the tag was. It didn't take long for it to go by, so I figured maybe they were running just 1 locomotive with the other 3 isolated, but they were expecting to pick up a lot of cars. So, and they were heading north, which means that their next stop probably would have been Riverbank, and then after that would have been Stockton, which that Stockton DLC is coming, so we'll have Modesto to Stockton here pretty soon. All right, so Groot, what you want to do now is you want to click on, as you look through the Discord, like I said, you should see the category Roseville NorCal server. Scroll down until you see the TLF Mosel access. Well, it's truncated, but it'll be access request. And that's the channel you want to click on. And once you click on that channel, you should see a button that says join the TLF Mosel server. Go ahead and click on that. What am I packing up to? BCP. That's when I got trying to monologue and not run my train.
Yeah, we've seen where monologuing's got us in the past.
Yeah, well, okay, so Groot, to answer your question, Southeast is I mean, you have the A line for the entire Southeast. It's the A line, it is Waycross, it is Baldwin, it is Fitzgerald. I feel like I'm missing something in there. I think that's it. And there's an update pack. So basically those are all connected. Now the old AGS, or Atlantic Gulf Coast, that's brand new. That's Norfolk Southern. So it's a whole different. Right now it's going from the Norris Yard, which is just north of Birmingham, heading south down to Tuscaloosa, and then from there the plan is for it to continue on. Oh, I should have been on the track. Here I am monologuing. I should have been on that track to the right. I got to pull out. So yes, now, but if you look on the map, and it's literally where Fitzgerald stops, and the map, if you look at that it actually says to Birmingham. Okay, so I'm thinking, honestly, I wouldn't mind it to see that it's all right. What I'm going to do then, Groot, hang on a second. You just joined. I would like to see them. Now, it doesn't mean they're going to do it. No, I'm just saying I would like to see them do it. So let me come over here. I'm going to shift over. I'm trying to get in. Let me get in on my server. I'll be back in just a moment, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're going to go southeast. There we go. Actually, I don't have to leave. I'm looking for Groot to see if he joined.
Yeah, he's on the main channel
for the southeast.
Mohawk general chat.
I'm looking to see. Hang on, I'm gonna go over there. Oh, that's southwest. I'm looking. Oh, wait. I messed up. Yeah, no, I messed up here. Hang on a second. I just realized I got to fix. Oh, no, I didn't. Hang on. Hello. There we go. And I'm looking. There's Groot. Okay, now I need to add him. If I read, I only work at a high school. Why would I learn to read? All right, and then we'll go. Groot. There we go. And all right, Groot, you have actually been added to the Discord bot. So now every time you come on to play on the Southeast on the server, okay, you're just going to type in, let me see if I can get this in chat. Someone was listening to something in the background that was political.
Yes, they are.
All right, so you're going to type that /refresh/pass every time you go to sign on, and you're going to get a new password. So that password bot, and that is only you will see that in Discord. You type that in Discord, only you will see that. Nobody else will see that. That is your password. You cannot share it. And then Discord will, once it gives you that password, you can go ahead and log in using Run8. Log into the Southeast server. All right, hang on a second, and I just speaking. Oh man, my phone is actually blazing hot. Why is that? What is this? I don't know. Oh, what that? Oh, wow. I think there was an update on my phone or something. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Don't need that one. Can clear that. Okay.
Excuse me there, Lazy.
Hang on a second. I'm dealing with stuff at work. Sorry. All right. That's. Oh. And what else? Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. These are all kids that got dinged up for having a cell phone out in class. Oh my goodness. Are we kidding? Okay. Everything else can wait. Okay. Okay. What's up there? Okay, so let me go back to Groot here real quick. So Groot is typing me in Discord. So yeah, you gotta put the slash in, Groot. You need to put that slash in. That's what Devin's telling you there, Groot. The whole thing is the slash activates the bot, and then it's waiting for a command. Then you just click on refresh pass. So, and then I will be available to talk later after the stream. Go ahead, Ghost. What do you need?
I was gonna try to see if you can get Ken to set me up a local in Barstow. I don't think there's any that at the moment it's currently going out.
Go ahead and you go ahead. Ken's right here. You can ask him.
Oh, I didn't want
What's
to
up,
interrupt you.
CSX? How you doing? No, that's all right. I mean, that's part of it. I mean, this stream is, like I said, one is to test Discord, but it was to make sure the audio. Looks like I got a tip that the audio was really low on my last stream, so that was what this. So I figured I'm going to stream for a little bit, and then of course Ken, who's the admin for the SRS servers in here, ask him questions. That way people get to know him as well. Nobody wants to get to know you, Devin.
Or
What?
me.
Or Devin.
No, Devin. Everybody wants to get to know Devin. Devin's popular. So, hey, Albino is known as CXX. I call him CSX, guys. Was his original name, but yeah, no, the Southeast server. So we got another CSX server for you. So, yeah, the Southeast server too. I actually set that up. I'm using the depot configs, and I'm also using the very populated files as well too. The only thing I need to do is I need to go in. I'm doing it on my Southwest server, but I need to go in on that one and take a look at the AI, where AI trains spawn and where they're going, because I'm noticing on the Southwest server that those trains, there's a lot of trains that Auto's trying to run, and the spawn points are like right in the middle, so trains are spawning right in front of Auto and things are freezing up. So I'm trying to clear that up and come up with something new. Okay, there is no such thing as a dumb question, Groot. The only one that is dumb is the one that goes unasked. Yeah, that's kind of cliche, but it is the truth. I don't know where to go online at all. No, you know what? I will do that with you offline. So bear with me. We will get you through that. So,
Would you
ooh.
like to show him?
If you think you can, go ahead, because I told you the other day, when you teach somebody else, it actually reinforces your knowledge.
Yes. I will be
But
glad.
so the only problem is he's trying to get on the Southeast server, which you don't have that one yet, do you?
A Kurt guy. I got the A line.
Oh, okay. Well, then yes, you do. You got part of it.
Yep.
So, but when you make sure, the biggest thing is, first of all, and this is for everybody, is whatever map you want to get on, you want to make sure that you load that one up locally first. And then once that's loaded up, just hit F2 and that'll bring up the network. And then from there, if you haven't been on a map before, just double click and you can type in whatever name you want to type in, and then you'll need the IP address, the correct port number for it, and then your password, and you should be good to go. So, other than that, slacking. Yeah, I am slacking.
He's trying to get to the southeast, correct?
So easy a caveman. What are you trying to call me, a caveman? Yeah, he's trying to get on the southeast because he lives down in Florida. So A-line is Florida, then it goes up into Waycross, Georgia, and then on up to Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I will be more
So
likely to.
yeah, so if you want, and we're talking one thing, like look around here, we got a few trees here in SoCal, and I'm running an enhancement that Hontus came out with that actually makes everything look a little bit better, honestly, a little bit richer on the foliage. But then they go down to the southeast, and they got this stuff down there called trees. Lots and lots of trees right up to the edge of the track. Makes me feel claustrophobic. We got a lot more now. All these cars are. I'm working out of the McClure yard, or what my friend goes, McClure yard. What do you mean McClure yard? We don't have it because my friend works on the Met. He goes, we don't have a McClure yard. It's the one in the middle. Oh, you mean the middle yard? Okay. So, but anyway, yeah. I mean, that's the one thing we're seeing that I always told people that. And I really don't know if I can really do it. That this game was designed right around the 1995 to 2005 era. Can't really go with that anymore. I think that they've taken some liberties when they're making these new maps and everything. But these are good liberties because for this virtual model railroad that we all like to play on, and it's not a bad thing, honestly, to take a little bit of liberties and make sure that we have plenty of mainline to work and plenty of industries to work. Devin, are you like having an asthma attack?
Oh, no. Uh,
Just getting concerned.
oh.
Let's see what horn I got. CSX horn. I downloaded one. You know what? I downloaded one from the enhancement Discord. For it was the. Hang on here. Control F3. So here's the highlighted one, and I downloaded. Where'd it go? Oh, now I don't see it. Oh, there it is. The P5NS. It sounded good on the enhancement Discord. I don't like it here on Run8. Yeah.
You know what it is? My mic's doing weird stuff.
Which one, CSX? This one? Or the one from Norfolk Southern? You tell me which one you like, and that's the one I'll run with. Because you know me, I hardly ever use horns. You like them both? Which one should I stay with? Santiago Kid says he's choosing the NS. Let's see. Hang on. I don't want that. I want... Let's see. Let's see. What are you doing?
Excuse me, Lazy.
Yes, sir.
Is your audio working on your stream there, sir?
Yeah. As far as I know. I mean, my mic is on. Why?
Well, I'm watching you on my phone, and I have my volume up on my phone as well.
Okay.
And there's audio at all.
Well, I mean, I'm talking to my audience, and they're responding back to me, and then both Mike and Devin
Yeah.
went over and listened to my stream, and they said, "Oh yeah, you sound good." So,
Ghost is kind of quiet.
and it could be because you're on your phone, so you might have to check your settings on your phone. I noticed Ken got quiet.
Yeah, I'm over here concentrating. Sorry, and still trying to finish my supper.
Oh, okay.
So when group gets in here, would it be best if I send them into a private chat so I can guide them through it? Would that
No,
be easier for him?
no, you can do it here if he doesn't mind being on my stream. All right, there's a poll going now. CSX or Norfolk Southern horn? That's the CSX horn. And let me go find the Norfolk Southern. What did I do with it? There it is. That's Norfolk Southern horn.
Geo horn.
No, actually that would be the Ford. There is a Ford horn though, like from a Ford truck. That's not in the poll.
Oh, you missed the whole Dukes of Hazzard thing the other night.
Oh.
May or may not
So we
have
got
that as a
two
horn
for NES, so we're gonna go ahead and come in here. He says the K5LA is what he wants. That's not even in a poll. It's simple. Norfolk Southern or CSX.
Lazy.
He's throwing... No, not Lazy. Lazy doesn't have a horn.
Just record your voice saying something funny and then...
Oh, there you... Yeah, there you go. Honk, honk. Get out of my way. Honk, honk. Move the fire truck. Actually, I could be like the British horn. Dee, 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 dee. NS, 71% right now. Oh, no. Everybody says go with the NS. Honk, honk. We made Santiago Kid laugh. Honk, honk. I might actually have to make that. Oh, it came up too short. Oh my goodness. I'm a much better operator than this, guys. I really am. Oh no, I crashed the server the other day, but we don't want to talk about that. Plink.
Blink.
Who's plinking in? Who we got? Where are we? Where's all the peoples?
Ghost.
Oh, okay. Ghost is back and forth, back and forth.
Sorry about that. There was somebody was trying to scam me.
Well, why are you playing around on scamming sites?
Well, no, it's Discord. Somebody keep calling. I don't know.
Oh, you still having that issue?
Yeah.
Block them. Block them.
I did.
Yeah, you might want to even think about, going through the process of changing your password, changing your name, all that good stuff. All right, who I got after this company? FAS. I gotta go look at the map. That's back where PCB was, and then I think I got... Oh, nope, I got nothing after that, so we just got one more, then we go back to the yard. I'm going to pull another string out. I got a couple more strings sitting in the yard, so I'll pull another string out. We're going to take that to a different location here in the Met. Once again, working out of the McClure yard.
No, that's the middle yard.
Oh, I'm sorry, the middle yard. No, my buddy, it is probably called the McClure yard, but he just calls it, let's go to the middle yard.
Yeah, because they probably don't even know the names of their own yards, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or it gets lost in translation over time. It was probably originally was called McClure Yard, or it was called another yard, and, you know.
Yeah. All right, I was looking at the map. Close it, open the ankle cock so I don't have a PCS fault. Ghost. You'll learn. I mean, if you're brand new to Run8, I'm going to tell you, you guys are going to have a lot of PCS faults. And just remember, F7 cheat will get you out of that real quick, or you can learn to do it the way you're supposed to do it, the way it's actually done in real life.
Now, Lazy, I do have to give credit to Ghost. He did a really good job running the local that he ran the other night on.
He did.
SR.
I was paying attention to you guys, listening to you guys talk, and he was very excited about it. And the fact he's coming in, because when I started with Ghost, all he wanted to do was, drive trains over the mountains on the NorCal server. Now he's out there running locals. They grow up so fast. So if I finish this before the stream is done, I only do 2 hours. Then I've got 2 long cuts of cars I need to pull out of an industry out of the Empire yard. Did you get him joined, Ghost?
He said he was on his phone.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so
Well, like I said, I mean, if he wants to hang out, I'll walk him through it. That's okay. That's what I do.
that's fine.
All right,
Just
where are
trying
we
to
on the
get
poll?
you-
No, I appreciate it. I'm sure they appreciate it too. All right, so we are looking at 75% for the NS farm, which is what I've got on here now. Yeah, it's looking like CSX lost. By my breath. Yeah, I get like, ooh baby, ooh baby. I don't think I want to do that one. I do flag my. It's not for. I do flag my streams, not for kids, so I could probably get away with it.
Hey, excuse me there, Lacey.
Yes, sir.
Have you thought about maybe adding into the Discord if people like your horns? Think you can put in CSX and NS?
You're
horns
not.
so that they can download?
You're actually not watching my stream. I have a poll going right now.
Oh, I know that.
Okay, yeah, they're actually. That's where I'm doing my poll. So, but thanks for the suggestion. That's great. But yeah, I'm just going to do it on. I'm doing it right here, engaging with my audience, and then at that point, when the stream's done, it'll be the NS. Right now, it's NS is leading, 75%. I don't know why. I mean, truthfully, Albino, I'm with you. I prefer the CSX one, but the people have spoken. It's been the biggest comeback ever. Kind of like somebody else I know. Can't put my finger on it. Seen something recently, but all right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm running down here to go flip the switch. Go ahead, guys.
This BAEL cars that are in the Bakersfield. Are these locals to be run?
Bakersville, or so you're up in Bakersville?
Yes, currently I am.
Hold on, let me get up there. I'm down here working in West Colton, so.
I will wait, but it's I know what you're saying. Okay. Unfortunately, my microphone is on my head right now. It's actually part of my headset. So, but it is what it is. It's all right. I think we're there already. I mean, I think NS is it. I can do.
Mm.
Hug, hug. Here, how about that one?
Oh no, what about the toot toot?
Oh, you want that one? Yeah. Toot toot. Woo woo. There we go. Silly times out here on the rails. You get kind of bored just doing the same thing over and over again. No, you don't. You're in the trains. That's why you're all here.
Can I say something there?
Go ahead.
There, okay. I just want to let you guys know on Lazy Stream, Lazy, Devin, Ken, Mike, and Devin, all these guys, I would have never came the way I came right now today with Run8. These guys are tremendously help, so feel free to definitely hit up Lazy servers. He's got the best servers all around.
Well, what about Ken's server?
And Ken's, yes,
Ken's is good too. So
Yeah.
Ken and Lazy's have the best farmer. They're really nice people. Their sheets are easy to comprehend. So that's respectfully coming from a person who's been playing Run8 for about 4 months. So, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, I need to.
To answer your question, you're at Barstow, right? That's where you're at, because you've seen the BTT cars here.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, no, that's part of your train you brought in the other night that still needs to be pushed over the hump. So the hump power is.
Well, the Barstow is where you're at.
Yeah. The hump power is at the hump, probably? Yes, it's at the hump. I mean, if you want to push those cars over the hump, you can.
Yes, I will sure do it.
You'll need to move your power that you had from that run over to the fuel rack first, though. It's sitting in your way, so.
Sir.
Oh, I gotta go. Is my door open? I hear somebody yelling. Walk away from my. Anyone will walk away from. No, he's just loud. Like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but. Oh, all right. As long as you guys don't hear it.
I don't hear it at all.
Yeah, no, my door's closed. They're just being very loud. All right.
too cold for that around here.
Yep, I need to flip this switch because I'm done here. So all these cars were brought in to the riverbank yard. We used we hit by a train. Oh no! Attach point. Okay. So we used the new utility that the train builder. You can get it off of the depot's forums under third party. I highly recommend it. Thank you, Ken, for sending me down that rabbit hole.
You're welcome.
Because you pass that disease on to me, I turn around and pass that disease on to Mike.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. So, but it's.
Okay, I also pass that disease on to Mike.
Your Mike. Yeah. So, I mean, it's really, really good. So I ended up using it to spawn a random train in, and it's kind of nice. It dropped it into the riverbank yard, no power on it whatsoever, so it's okay. And then brought it down here. So the Met in Modesto, the way it works is the 0101 is actually tied to a crew. It's not tied to equipment. So what Whatever equipment that crew gets on, that equipment, it becomes the 0101. The crew had to go through training to be able to operate on BNSF tracks. So BNSF normally comes in and drops cars in the Empire Yard and then continues on to Riverbank. If they have any overflow, then that overflow gets left in the Riverbank Yard. So the 0101 can go up to Riverbank, get their cars, and then bring them back down to Empire. That is what I did. So the 0101 on this server and my test server, they have track rights on the BNSF rails. And I went up there with 3 units and tried to pull this string back down. It was not happening. We aired the train up, released all the brakes. I went into notch 8. Nothing. Got nowhere. So now these are the MP15s. The Met uses GE 70 tonners, so somewhat similar. So we ended up having to put 2, I think was it GP40s, Devin? Would you spawn?
Yeah.
2 GP40s on the end.
Yeah.
And even with the 2 GP40s and the 4 70 tonners or MP15s on the head end, it still was only 1.1 horsepower per ton. So, and then once it got into, we split them up by the local. So the way that's configured, the 0204, the 0305, and the 0406 are the 3 different yards. And so we split the cars up by the yard number, and then the 0101 ran around and delivered the cars to their proper yards. And then the last few days I've been just working, trying to get the first cars into all the industries here in the Met, and that's where we're at. Let's see. Needs work. Did someone say toot toot like that fella is riding on the Thomas the Train? Oh my goodness, the Thomas the Train one.
Oh my god.
You know, that one actually, they brought that in when I was, a long time ago, I was living in up by Sacramento, and my daughter was just a little baby. She loved that Thomas the Train, and Thomas the Train came in, and you know, she was just toddling around, but she recognized it, and she thought it was the greatest thing ever. And that was just enough. It's like, you know what? You kind of live vicariously through your little kids. Then they grow up, and then you want to kill them. So, all right, I'm going to get off here because I got to go through some switches. I definitely want to keep going this way, but I don't want to go into this cut. I need to go into this cut here.
Go ahead, Ghost. Bring it down that way. The way I got the switch set.
Oh, you got it clear for me?
Yeah, well, it's not clear, but you're gonna just roll into this.
Then I'll come back. I'm going to do this one here. The oil, the oil goes back to where I just came from, but yeah, I want to flip this switch back to the way it's supposed to be, back to normal. Everything is back to normal because somewhere in here I have a cut for this industry back, or a car for that industry back there, which is this one right here.
I'll catch you guys later. I'll see you guys.
Mike, where you going?
I want to work.
No, you're not allowed, man. You got to get on here and start moving cars. That's your job.
Oh, I did work on the sheets though today.
No, you did. You did a fine job on that.
I just added
That'll do, Ghost.
my power to the sheet.
All right. So so that's a lot easier doing that when you copy the sheets, right? Now.
Yes.
Okay. So that'll be that way. It'll be consistent through all the servers.
I got it already, Ghost. I got that switch.
Ooh, independent brake, slower down, about under 5 miles an hour. Not that slow.
Shut the power down and tie it down and turn it off, and go grab your hump power.
All right.
Alrighty. I'm gonna shut down these others.
We're gonna go ahead and hit connect. I am gonna go full open on this one because I am closed on that coupler.
Alright, which locomotive you want me to do? -9-S70.
Try not to
What's
foam over
that?
these sheets.
Oh yeah, don't destroy the sheet. What you
So
could
you're looking
do
at-
on the sheet,
Yeah,
what you could do is just hit file and then make copy, and then you can play around with the copy, and that way you're not actually messing up the
I
one for
added
the
my
server.
power to it, and I put it as online, and it's actually starting the countdown for it.
Oh, nice. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we've got that one's closed. So I'm gonna go back up here, and I'm actually I walked the train like you're supposed to do in real life. Checked everything to make sure it was coupled. Now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go partial on the locomotive. I'm gonna air these cars up. We don't want to go full open because it'll blow our PCS. I'm looking at the CFMs here. They're going to go up. They're going to come right back down again. My rule of thumb is once they get below 70, I go ahead. Some people do 80, some people do 60. I just do 70. And that just came from watching a video a long time ago before I even bought Run8. That was NS Horsehead SD70's videos. And if you guys want to get Run8, honestly, if you guys like my video, I appreciate that, but don't be afraid. Watch his. They're amazing. All right, I'm gonna go switch my lead locomotive so my forward and reverse is like it's supposed to be, and now we're just gonna pull out and back into the area where I need to work. All right, let me go change my map over here.
I'm gonna hump. Can I use this Y-bar humping train SD40s?
Okay.
Yes. The one that's six lead. Well, I guess it would be the lead. Yeah, 67.
7093.
Yeah, 6793. Yeah.
Oh, JMF is up
That would be your
there.
the two hump power. Okay.
I need to go push all the way back to get rid of the JMF, and then everything else is G3. So, all right, we're going to pass the G3, go up to the JMF first. I did, by the way, Ken, I did talk to him when I was talking to Mike earlier. I did suggest, so that we can pull up a switch list, that he's going to have to go, oh, wait a minute, I got a switch list this time. Oh. Never mind. Maybe I'll send Mike an email. I tried MET by itself, got no switch list. I did 0305, got nothing. But now this engine here has got MET 0305, and it's pulling up a switch list. Never mind. I just need to change the local. I just need to change all the engines out here.
JC was doing one that I spawned into BNSF's Fresno yard. The LCal 0315, and I asked him, I said, well, when you do that, pull up your switch list to see if you're getting a switch list, because if not, then I was going to have to go in and adjust that in order build. And he said, nope, it's working just fine. I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah,
you just must have had a fluke that night.
I guess so.
It was Microsoft. It was Microsoft.
Micro shaft. Call him micro shaft.
Micro shaft. Okay.
Yep.
That could be deflammatory, and we could get sued for that.
Bring it.
I'm gonna take that risk.
Yeah.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah, Ghost, go ahead.
Can I get a signal request or
You need to get lined up over there.
Yeah.
You should be good all the way to come up and around.
Oh crap.
That train. I got the switches should be set for the way you need to go.
I messed up, guys. I forgot to flip the switch.
Let me come over here and check and make sure. Just make sure before I have you go any further.
Yeah, cause I'm staying on this bridge right now.
I messed up.
Yeah, you're good.
Groot, I've got Farm Sim. I have FS25, and I do have a server running for that. You're on the phone, no worries. And I have Microsoft Flight Sim. I got Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. I want to stream that, but I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait about a year before I get 2024. I'm not in a hurry to buy it because I know who made it, and there's always issues.
I got it for free because I got Xbox Game Pass.
Ooh, I get an Xbox Game Pass.
I'm just saying, if you want to try it, pay for 1 month of Xbox Game Pass.
Who knows? Maybe I will.
You can download the app on your computer and play it on your computer.
Yeah. I'm actually playing on, well, I got my own server, and I am running the Riverbend Springs modded map from Stevie. So if if you're not familiar with that, it's got some good enhancements. I think you, Ken, said you were looking at that.
Yep,
And
I downloaded it too and put it on. Yeah,
okay.
It's pretty nice.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, I don't know if I gave you access to my Farm Sim channel in my main Discord, but I just added some others and some other mods, and then I uploaded it to my Google Drive and put the link there, so you could just grab my entire mod pack if you want. And you're welcome to jump on the server anytime.
Yeah, I'll have to get over there. I need to come over and refresh my password and log into one of your servers over there.
Yeah, you
it's been a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I know.
Well, that one, yeah, that one's going to be NorCal. So if you got NorCal, you got to jump on NorCal. So, but at least once. That's the other thing with my password bot. It is once every 30 days. That's all it is. After 30 days, it checks it daily, and yeah, if you haven't been on one of my servers in 30 days, it will ban you. But that's okay. Well, it won't ban you. It'll kick you. So it's a pruning piece, and if you would decide to come back on and you can't get a password, just DM me. I'll get you back in. I can reinstate you. No harm, no foul. We're casual. It's just the way the bot was programmed. All right, so I need to come down this lead because I got to back into here. Go down this, and then it'll go back up and around. And I need to ride that. If not, I'll end up going into the Riverside yard, or that yard way over there. Yeah, I'm making fun.
Do I need to go to the end of the train when I'm humping?
Yeah, you're gonna go all the way around. So just follow the tracks until you go past it and everything else.
Yeah, that's something that I'm new about to learn is I never humped before, so there's something.
Oh. Okay.
We do use auto.
I could just use AI though.
Yeah, if you want to do AI, that's fine. But if you also want to learn how to hump, biggest thing is you just don't want to go when you back up over the hump. You don't want to go any faster than 2.5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I stuck it to 2.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, Groot
yeah.
used auto, and then I'm like, yeah, we use auto.
We use auto all the time. Okay, so Groot, well, I'm going to walk you through this as best I can. You hit F2, and then you'll see where it says server name. If you double click underneath that, you'll get a box. You can type in whatever name you want to put there to remind you of what server that one is. That's up to you. It's your choice. It's not critical at this point, but you got to have a name there. And then the IP address is the address that's in my Discord. The port number, you need to change the port number too, so that's also in the Discord. And then, of course, the password you get from the password bot, and you can just copy and paste that in. And then, of course, before you do anything, obviously you want to make sure that you are on the southeast map. Because if not, it'll act like you went in, then kick you right back out again. So hang out here. I mean, if not, if you got any issues, you don't mind hanging around for like about another 45 minutes. That's what I got left on this stream. Then I can come over there and I can walk you through it. Or Devin, who's my yard master, can walk you through it as well too. He's over there. You can just share your screen through Discord. He can tell you how to do that as well. And I need to set up some channels over there as well too, like a voice channel for it. It was just real quick. I don't think I got a voice. Do I have a voice channel over there? I gotta look. I gotta remind myself. It was like really late 2 nights ago when I did it. Oh, there is a voice. There's a Waycross Hump Tower. So you guys can meet.
Yeah, I'll hop over there and see.
Okay. All right, Groot, if you want to jump into in that Discord channel over there, Waycross Hump Tower, that will get you into the voice channel. You can actually talk with my Yardmaster Devin. No, you're good, man. Everybody started at some time. Everybody started sometime, and I was right where you're at right now, so it's all good. We'll get you up to speed. We will get you up to speed. No harm, no foul. That's Devin right there, by the way, Groot, that just chatted in the YouTube chat. See these little side yards and stuff? I want to get down to the point where these are actually like, used for overflow or for switching out cars. I want to get a lot of cars coming into the Met. So we get your base built up. We should have a lot of people out here.
Yeah.
We need to get, and we need to get
trying to get a lot of that area populated, even with BNSF traffic, just so that
right.
People want to be out on the Fresno sub because hey, they want
it's
that's
brand.
Where they want to be.
It's where they want to be, and it's brand spanking new until AGS came out, and then everybody went over to AGS, and that's just the nature of. Honestly, that's the nature of gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I need to.
If it's shiny and new, you go there.
Oh yeah. All right, I'm going to slow down because I'm looking at the map and I've got to diverge off to the left or to the right from my perspective.
Hey, I need that access to that line there, sir.
Okay, hold on. All right,
Thank
good.
you.
Yep, and I'll get that switch lined up at the other end, so you're good to push.
Yeah. Did you read through that document I gave you, Ghost? I sent it to you, and I sent it to you in Discord. It was a DM because the other night you were asking about proper radio communication. Did you get him in there?
Oh no, he said he's gonna wait.
Okay.
Until you're done streaming.
Gotcha. I'm going to run down and grab this switch because I need this one here.
Oh, sort it out. Read it out itself.
To be honest, their group. I know you're a new buddy, but these guys, there's no need to worry about. These guys will be glad to help you out.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't play Run8 and watch me at the same time? Okay. I mean, it's part of me is like, no, man, that's all right. I'll be there. You can watch my stream later. But then the other side of me is, no, get friends, watch it now. Make some popcorn.
Oh,
Have a streaming party.
more listening to it because I'm running a train right now.
Yeah. So this area, this is Met. This is called the Met. We just call it the Met, but it's Modesto and Empire. So Modesto is on one side of this industrial park. Empire is on the other side. The family that actually owns all this is called the Beard family. They've had it since like the 1800s. And it's honestly they built this up, and the Met has been in their family for honestly decades. And so this industrial park was designed by them. All the real estate was sold by them. So, and it was, I mean, it was an interesting read that this was a very much a pro railroad family. And the guy was smart. He goes, Modesto's going to grow. We're going to build a train area next to it, and it connected Union Pacific, which is all the way over there, where you see Oakland. It's all the way over there. And then BNSF is all the way over there, and all this is in between it. And this is going to be, oh no, JMF is where I'm going. So this is a pretty good size area to work in that Fresno Modesto DLC for the Southwest. But what's coming, and it was already stated that it's coming, there's going to be the Modesto to Stockton DLC, and the amount of industries that are in the Stockton area, quite frankly, it's going to rival the San Bernardino sub and all the industries in down in the LA area. It is considered, as they put it, and this is the developers, that Stockton is the LA of the Central Valley of California. And then from there, and this is what I want to see, from there, it's one DLC away from connecting to Northern California. So, and that would be honestly phenomenal. You could go from all the way from San Bernardino down the Alhambra corridor, or even as far out as Seligman, Arizona, and then drive a train all the way up through the Central Valley, California, up through Northern California, over the Sierra Mountains to Sparks, Nevada. And yeah, I would love to see that.
Hey, Lazy.
Yes, sir.
I just DM'd you a link to the Met Railroad about it, and guess what? It states that there's 2 yards, and one's called McClure and one's called Riverside.
Ooh. Well, my buddy that, well, you just talked about earlier, my buddy that works on the Met, they don't call it that. He goes, oh, McClure yard. What's a McClure yard? Well, McClure yard's the middle yard. Oh, we call that the middle yard. But yeah, it makes sense because right at the top of it is McClure Road. So that's that, and literally the McClure Road lines up with the yard. So I think that's where they got the name from. But it is what it is. I don't care. I know I go with the maps that that the depot put out. And they call it McClure Yard. I call it the McClure Yard, and that's what everybody. I mean, anybody who plays Run 8, you should have the maps. They put a lot of hard work into those maps, and they do a very good job. Let me get on the ground and flip the switch because I got to go into this industry right here. Now, if I wanted to keep going, I could keep going around. It bends around right where that road is, where you see the cars going by. Tracks head off that way, and the yard we just came out of is on the other side of those buildings over there. So really everywhere you go, you can go by just making a nice big loop. And then you got, yeah, it pretty much is. And then you go over, and then over on the far yard is called Riverside on the map, the Riverside Yard. Why? Because it lines up with Riverside Road. But you go over there, and then the big industry over there is Ernest and Julio Gallo Wine. So that's the big industry, and they bring in tank loads of wine and tanker loads of tequila, because E&J actually bought a tequila distillery down in Mexico. But then they also bring in boxcars loaded with and hoppers loaded with product to make their own bottles. They have a glass plant there. So, all right, those two are sitting there. Now we're going to go back the way we came. I was so hoping you were going to go live. I've had Run 8 for almost 5 months, but I just started playing it for a month now. My best friend told me about Run 8, but he passed You know what, Groot? I am so sorry for your best friend passing because I just had that happen. A good friend of mine that got me into farm sim back in the 2017 days just passed away due to lung cancer. I tried to get him into Run8. Unfortunately, he wasn't having it. He was all about farm sim. I'm just about simulators, and I love trains. Ooh, a brain aneurysm. He was 42 with two small boys. Man, well, Groot, here's a chance for you to step up with those two boys and be that surrogate dad. Or the other thing you can do is, I mean, this is something that when I was little, the Big Brothers Association. Honestly, that's a great thing to be. You can be a big brother to those guys. You don't have to be a dad, just be a big brother to them. And work through the association. There's a lot of boys out there that need help. That need that mentor in their lives. I've got a lot of them where I work, and I try to mentor them as best I can, but unfortunately at the teenage they just they sometimes I remember what I was like when I was a teenager. I knew better. If people just listened to me, this world would be perfect. Now I'm just about like, if they would just listen to me, if not, I will kill them. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, your buddy got you in the FS2? Yeah. Imagine if you and your buddy playing trains, and you know what? I'm still trying to figure out some way to simulate growing crops and then putting it on a train to go off to, wherever, and then come over to Run8 and drop your train at an industry and simulate that that's the crops that you grow. But all total, this is Run8 is absolutely scratching my itch for a model railroad. I just don't have the room for it, and this is what I would do on a model railroad. If you ever look at the car card system for a model railroad and then look at how Run8 does things, they're very similar. And it's extremely configurable. You can change the number of trains. You can set them up to automatically spawn in. But I'd be careful with the manifests because you'll end up with a lot of cars and not enough time to work them. He was good with Run8. We ran out of time that I wish we had back. You know what? You got to live your life every day because when you pass, don't have any regrets. If you're gonna, you never know. You never know. People look at me. Why do you do the things you do? I'm living my life to the best and to the fullest before I go. And I got 2 kids, and I try to spend as much time with them. And we spend a lot of time when I'm not here on Run8. They live in different parts of the country. It's usually I'm on with them, or I'm messaging them. We meet up and do stuff. If I'm not around, honestly, there's days, these guys will tell you, there's times that I've disappeared for days. I was supposed to stream, and I don't normally stream. Honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm not streaming, it's probably because I'm hanging out with one of my kids. Or my hard drive melted down. That was not fun.
Hey, did you ever figure out those drivers for that drive, or?
I did on the external Seagate drive. I did go to Seagate. They do have firmware that you can download. I put the serial number in, and it came back and said there are no external drivers. So those Seagate drives. I didn't do the other one. The other one's still inside my system. I just disconnected it. But I'm thinking it's probably the same thing. That for firmware, it's not going to happen. And yeah, I could hook it back up again and nuke it. Try to reformat it, kill the partition, reformat it, and see if I can get it to run right. But like I said, it was kind of like, I want to call it first gen SSD drive. So okay. I'm thinking it's just end of life. The other one was a portable hard drive that I used. and would take with me when I was coaching softball. And so I think it just, it got tossed in the back of vans and stuff like that. So
Yeah, if they're a flatter drive, they don't really like that after a while.
no, it doesn't matter. I mean, honestly, Groot, you wouldn't believe if I told you how old I am. My daughter she's about to get married. But as she said to me, Dad, I will always be that little 3-year-old that you chase down the hallways, when you're, just to play. And she is. I mean, my son's the same way, but he's extremely busy. He's the hard one. He got involved with FFA in high school, and he is honestly at the age of 18, he makes $100,000 a year. And it's all, especially right now with the avian flu that's going through chickens right now. He has, last count was 1,500 laying hens, and he's selling eggs like there's no tomorrow. And of course, he sells eggs to people and tells them, yeah, all my eggs are vegan eggs because my chickens are vegans. They don't eat feed that has animal byproduct in it. And people buy that. An egg's an egg. But he was smart to come up with that, so I give him credit. Just funny, isn't it? Yeah, it's.
I'm
Oh,
laughing at my mistake that I did.
see, make a mistake, you gotta laugh. You can't. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to these are all reefers, so I think the reefers are going to go down this track and along this side over here, and I think the box cars are going to go on this track right here.
Can I ask you a question? If I'm humping release and it didn't even get to the second, humping, automatic rail, it's just like an inch from short. How do I
Yeah,
get that to be pushed?
you got to turn off the hump controller, back, push into the hump yard, grab the car, pull it back out, and then turn your hump controller back on again. Turn the
So
pin
I
puller off.
access
Oh
it?
yeah, and turn the pin puller off as well too. It's not a big deal, but that just tells me if you're doing it manually, you're going a little too slow.
No, I was AI in it.
Oh, AI, then that's a different issue then.
How do I access the hump then?
Did it tell you that the track was full or something?
Mm-mm.
No, it's to access the hump controller, it is left control F6, and you gotta be near the hump.
If he put it on AI, though, it shouldn't need that.
Yeah.
I guys pull the hump config and activate the pin puller automatically. So.
But he said what he described to me sounded like it was starting to go down the hump and then stopped.
Yeah, it did.
Which that's an issue. Oh, wait a second.
Yep.
I need to go look at the switch here.
I'm heading over that way to look, see what's going on.
Yeah, the hump needs to be reset. That's what it sounds like.
We'll go down. Both these tracks I can use will go into here. That makes more sense. Hit the attach button. Am I taking a train to head out? No, I'm actually delivering cars to industries for them to be worked. So once I bring the car to a stop, a countdown timer actually starts in the industry. And depending on how the industry is configured, which is one of those pieces that makes Run8 extremely configurable, it can be set to as little as 1 hour. And I mean, I've seen it. Well, the most I've seen is like 96 hours, and that's legitimate real time. So everything in Run8 is real time. 1 mile is 1 mile. So yeah, 1 mile in real life, if it takes you 6 hours to get from Fresno to Modesto, which it shouldn't, but if it takes you 6 hours to get from Fresno to Modesto by train, it'll take you 6 hours in Run8. Cars will act If they're loaded, like you can tell these are loaded because the wording right here is in red. You might see orange, you might see yellow, but that still means it's a loaded car. If it's green and the tags have changed, then the industry has worked the car and it's ready to be pulled out. And then eventually it'll go back to, in this case, these cars, once they're worked, they'll go back to the Empire Yard. And then the next BNSF train will come through the Empire Yard and pick the cars up after dropping off whatever cars it might have for Empire, and then go and and head on down the road. So usually that happens when the train's coming up from Fresno heading for Stockton, or coming down from Stockton heading for Fresno. Eventually the cars, once they've been worked, will, if these are BNSF, depending on, well, don't look at the car, the tag might get changed to a 3-letter tag, that's BNSF. If it's a 2-letter tag, that's Union Pacific. And I had an industry that tagged all its cars to Union Pacific, so I had to take those cars over to the Union Pacific yard, which isn't very big, but it's in the town of Modesto. So these are the points where Ghost was saying that you really want to spend a lot of time looking at, getting used to the depot's website. I think the link is in my description. The maps are there. You'll need the maps. They're handy. You can have them up on, if you have a second monitor, you can have them up on the second monitor, or you can do like I did. I print them out because sometimes, and put them in plastic sheets, because sometimes I want to make changes and I'll actually make notes on there. I just love just like MSFS, I like Truck Sim, but how fast can you go from point A to point B? You have to follow track speed. So track speed here in this area is actually, well, the way the DLC is made is 15 miles an hour. You can exceed that. I can go as fast as I can go. Good, you're a depot member. Awesome, great way to start. But I will follow track speed. So even though on the DLC it says 15 miles an hour, honestly, it's pretty much 10 miles an hour inside any yard. So I look at 10 to 15. I have a little grace period in there. I want to do a piece on the vernometer because I don't think anybody really looks at that or talks about it. But the vernometer, which is part of Run8, will tell you how you're doing with your train or your operating session. And it'll give you a good insight as to what you need to fix. The other thing, I'm going to go ahead and switch that over so that any cars coming in, the next batch of cars coming in, can go right into that track. And then I'm going to switch this. Make sure this one's back. Yeah, you want to be in the habit of making sure your switches are put back exactly how you found them. No, I'm say it says I love. Oh, I got you. Okay, so yeah, because I see what you're saying. Because Truck Sim, yeah, I don't think that they represent the miles correctly, but in Run8, the miles are exactly. If they're one, if this was 1 mile in real life, then this sighting would be 1 mile in Run8.
Stop the train.
No, I've got to get to my next. I got to get to the next one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Run8 is 1-to-1 scale.
Yeah, it's 1-to-1. Everything's 1-to-1. The train physics are spot on. You'll notice, depending on the locomotive you have and how many cars you have, and you can break knuckles easily. Yeah, you'll end up with dragging equipment. You'll end up with hot axles because you're not airing your train up right. There's a variety. Even your locomotive. One of our players, it's rare, but he was running a locomotive on our AGS server, and his locomotive ended up having a failed traction motor. So we simulated putting that locomotive in the shop, and it's going to sit there for 30 days as it goes through, legitimate 30 calendar days as it's going through inspection and service. Which is, they do more. I think it takes like 60 days for a locomotive. I don't know. I just saw somewhere it would take 60 days for a locomotive to go through inspection and service. In real life, I don't know what the actual time frame is, if there is an actual time frame or if it's a case by case basis. All right, we're gonna.
They go into service every 90 days for inspection.
So, and that's something we just started in Discord. The yard masters and I have a way to look at the list of, depending on what server it's on, the list of what locomotives are in service, and when something comes up that, okay, it's due for inspection and service, then we will put a work order in on the on Discord, and hey, this, and basically that someone can say, okay, if you're going to be a hostler, this these 2 units need to come over, be put on a train. I'll use NorCal as an example. You're in the Sparks yard. You're going to take these 2 units. You're going to connect them to a train to go to Roseville, but you're going to flag them as dead in tow, which means up here in this little tag above the locomotive, you're just going to type in DIT, all in capitals. And if somebody wants to drive a train, they see dead in tow, that means they don't turn them on, isolate them, don't even connect the mute. I'm trying, not the mute, the mute cable.
Mute.
Yeah, I mean, don't even set them up. They're basically just a loaded boxcar.
Yeah, it's called boxcarring.
So, but you don't have to simulate that, but you can, and that's how we do it. Something else too that you're going to see when you go over to Southwest Rail Simulations. Oh, let me get this. He's taking off on me again. Auto brake, bring this thing to a stop. Get on this car. Is that they use Google Sheets. I'm really strongly leaning toward doing the same thing. And since we partnered with them by doing the Google Sheets, they're on Google Sheets, and we go to Google Sheets, you'll see similar stuff from our servers to their servers. So wherever they need help, we'll do operating sessions over there. They can do operating sessions over here. That's what we're looking at. Ken's like, what?
No, I'm sorry. I'm making sure that the hump's working correctly over here at Barstow.
Gotcha.
It looks like it. For some reason, though, the AI didn't want to activate the.
Oh, that's weird.
The hump, yeah.
I just heard music. Did I get a sub? I wasn't paying attention to my screen, to my Discord screen. Or the, not Discord, but OBS. I just heard music and it sounded like I got a sub. Which is good. If you did sub me, I'm sorry I missed that. But yeah, we do have, I mean, these servers are, there is a, password process and everything, but we do not do checkout rides. Both the SRS and TheLazyFarmer, the TLF servers, we're training servers. We're here to help you get up to speed with Run8. And if your goal is, someday I want to join the Depot Plus server and play prototypically, we can help you get there. So from playing casual to playing absolutely prototypical, whatever it is you want to do, we can help you get there. The only thing we ask is you just don't do things that will interrupt the fun of the other players. And basic stuff, like if you take a road train, okay, I'm running out of time, I'm getting tired, I don't want to play anymore. Well, tie it down in a siding. Don't leave it on the main line. Just stuff like that. I mean, just common sense, what would, if I did this, you ask the question, if I did this and then came back later, would somebody be upset, or would I be upset if I saw this? If the answer is yes, then don't do it. All right,
Just
so
be a responsible train handler. That's all
adult,
you have.
a responsible adult?
Well,
No.
No, not.
that's questionable sometimes.
Right. All right. So
I'm not an adult anyway. I refuse to grow up. I'm going to be a
if I
kid for the rest of my life.
let's put it this way: if I was an adult, I wouldn't be doing this right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we play trains because we're kids at heart.
We are.
All right.
That's so cool, man. I didn't even know that, Ken,
Hmm.
that
Let me get back on
I
the
don't
ground.
even have to put in, but like on your Google Sheets, BAR,
Uh-huh.
your registration sheets, it actually assigns like Ghost.
No,
And
I went ahead and did it for you.
how did you do it?
I went in and just like you picked your local, I went ahead and picked it as what you were humping. So,
So I go into work list, right?
well, it's not in the work list. I didn't put it in the work list because it wasn't there. I just went ahead and got you all set up for it. So,
But next time when I do it though, how do I?
if it's available on the work list, you would do it the other way. First, take it on the work list, and then go over there, and it would be go through the reporting system, and it would then assign it to you in on that track, just as if you were doing your that local you were doing. So, but I sneaked in there and got it all set up for you before. I'm trying to work between there and over here at West Colton, so.
All right, I got one more string of cars to do. I have to go back where I was. But I'm going to take this last one right here that I'm pointing at. That actually goes over here at Pack. Then I'll grab the others and I'll go back and I'll work those. And then the first string of cars, pretty much almost every industry except for Copper and Gold Industry, or was it Copper and Gold LLC? I need a train for that. You already have a train coming for, was it Modesto and Empire? Something,
Yeah,
the METT.
it's sitting down there. I think still at Singleman. I don't think.
Is this? Oh, I thought Mike went ahead and sent that.
Oh, Mike. Oh, he might have sent it then. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta take a look because he was gonna AI that to Fresno. It will pull into
Okay.
Fresno and come to a stop, and then it just has to be manually brought
Okay, so
up to the Met.
Yeah, we had talked about that, and I said, well, why don't we have it pull into Fresno so that it's caught before it goes too far? Or,
Right.
I was like, we could also set it as another catch point, as putting it at, it could stop over in BNSF Riverbank too, just in case.
Right.
Someone wasn't, going to catch it.
You want to make it real interesting. Well, it's kind of a long train, so it won't be interesting. But the other thing would be have it come into Bakersfield and then transfer it over to Union Pacific and have Union Pacific bring it up. And then the Met can bring it from one side to the other then. But I think it's too long of a train for that little UP yard in Modesto.
Yeah, it would be way too.
Yeah.
Well, no, it
We'd
would
have
probably
to.
be okay there.
Well, let's see.
If it on the outer track. I'm trying to find it on the.
It's on. Well, those tracks are actually Modesto and Empire Traction. They're on page 1, and they're only like 1,320 feet, according to this. So, I mean, because it looks like, it looks like they're. Well, I mean, that whole section is 1,320 feet, but one section of it is actual main line. According to this map, I'd have to go back over there because I didn't think what they're showing here is main line. But worst case is they can split it up. But the best case would be to bring it into the Empire Yard off of BNSF.
Yeah, it's currently down still on the Singleman sub. It's at Yucca. Yeah. Yucca right now. It's got
Okay.
1 to Yucca.
I didn't.
it's-
So he
it-
didn't. So he didn't AI it then.
Oh no, it's AI. It's,
Oh, okay. Oh,
it's labeled GSWR FRS. That way, then
okay.
it will stop in the FRS yard. I mean, it's supposed to be technically be GWSR mod, but since he doesn't have the mod that's set to go into that yard, he just switched the tag. So.
Yeah. I mean, it just made sense because we were talking about it. I was going to go down there and start driving. After I finished here, I was going to start riding it on the road. But then he's like, "Well, we'll just AI it into Fresno, and then somebody can actually." Literally, the process then would be pick it up in Fresno, come up to the Empire, go in. The track should be cleared because that's something that once those cars turn, the Empire can call for more cars, and in the meantime, pull things out of the Modesto and Empire transload, so they're clear. Then BNSF can come in, and if they can't pull in straight, I'm looking at the map. I thought they could. But if not, even then, they can still drop the cars in the Empire Yard or in the North Yard, and then the Met can bring them in. But I was looking at the map. The map says they can't. I thought that they could just literally pull through, drop, pull in, drop, and then back out and go back on their way. But it looks like no, which is fine.
We'll get it figured out.
Yeah. But that'll be a good base run that if anybody's looking to work the Met, that's the easy one. Fresno up to Modesto, and then the other cars are already in the yard. Well, actually, then they could be staged probably on E1, E2, and E3, or E2, E3, maybe even E4, and then the BNSF would come in, double those up, and then they could be literally at that point it's just an AI out of the area once they're on the main line.
Right.
You know.
Becomes an X mod to SWR.
Right.
So.
MOD mod. He's saying mod SWR. MOD is Modesto. You could even do RBB too, because I think RBB is part of it. Yeah.
Could be, but it according to what we have for like the actual train list, it would be an X mod to SWR.
Yeah.
So SWRs, it's like sweet
or a Met.
Water Texas,
Yeah.
Water Texas or something like that. Yeah, the cars are tagged Met or MEETT or something like that, but.
All right, I'm done humping.
Done humping? Okay.
Now I'm going to go full open on this one, but this one's still closed. And the reason I'm doing it, I'm going to go walk the train. I know all these are already connected because I already played with these earlier, unless somebody came in behind me and like broke, the glad hands. Ken.
What? I would never do anything like that.
But a proper conductor would go car by car, check brakes, check coupling, check glad, angle cocks, check glad hands. You get your steps in being a conductor. So I'm going to go ahead and close that one. There, I'm looking at the ankle cocks and this here. They're good, good, good. So same thing, good, good, good. I can also do the F7 cheat, but I'm not going to do that. So.
Hey,
But what?
Ken?
Yeah.
Do you want me to also hump these MCC cars that were on the... I guess they're right next to my load where I did the locals. Do you want me to hump these guys as well, or...
Hold on a second.
Alright, we're going to pull these out. Let me see, is that...
Sure,
Yeah,
hold on
still...
a second. I'm gonna do something here.
Very good. Actually, I'll check on the work list and see if those are on there.
I don't think he's got anything set up for hump wise in Barstow yet.
I really need to start getting DLCs. I hate it.
I think your plan was right. I mean, if I were you, I mean, you like, you know, you want to get. I know you saw the AGS, so and liked it. So that's one DLC right now. Um, but then I mean, you're looking at what, 6 DLCs for Southwest?
Yep.
So yeah, you make a decision, make a plan, come up with a plan, you know, and just like $40 a month, just get one DLC. And then pretty soon, but after about a year, you'll have everything. You'll have all of Southwest. You'll have all of Southeast. You'll have the AGS, Mohawk, Selkirk. Then you can jump on any server you want.
$80 a month. I can probably budget my pockets.
Well,
That's 2 maps.
don't push yourself because you got a puppy to take care of too.
Oh yes, but
Don't factor that in. You got a car?
Yep.
Okay, you got to factor in at least some. This is a really good guy. I sat down at a church, and he sat down, and these are the same questions he asked me. He's like, "How much are tires for your car?" So take those and figure every year you might need new tires. So divide up how much a set of tires would be by 12 months. That's how much you got to set aside. And if they last you 2 years, you're okay. Just keep setting that money aside because you'll have enough. You can get better tires then. Maintenance.
That one actually doesn't need to be humped.
it doesn't need to be the AFG.
What about trimming the bowl, building trains to go out?
That might actually what I might do. So the bowl.
So I don't know how they have it set up. I used to always think when I started playing and started learning about railroad operations that you've got, was it a north yard and a south yard? I think it was in Barstow.
Yeah, you got a north
Yeah.
departure, south departure.
So I always thought that trains that were going south have to go out of the south departure. Trains that go north have to go out of the north departure. That's not what it is. It's in relationship to the yard. That north track is on the north side of the yard. The south track is on the south side of the yard. Or, in Barstow, you have the inspection tracks in the middle. North yard is on the north side of the inspection tracks. South side is on the south side of the inspection tracks. And that's all it means. Trains can leave either way. It doesn't matter. I went, oh, I'm making life hard for me.
Okay.
Well, looks like somebody's got the trim side all hemmed up here. I don't know what's going on. Looks like Mike might have been working on trimming stuff out of the bottom end.
But
I
in
know-
Barstow?
I know he was in West Colton.
It looks like he's also got something going on over here at Barstow because he's got SDG cars tied onto the trim 1 or
Oops.
trim 2. No, one of the trim groups, and then he's got engines at the other end, on the west end. I think that he's going to use probably add power to this group and then depart it. But you can't get around because we got cars on the over here last track. You normally don't do.
What in the world's going on here with these 3 SDs, the SDGs?
3 SDGs.
There's just a bunch of them.
The tanks that are still in the bowl.
Oh no, they're in the South Deep Yard departure.
Well, there's a whole string of cars in the departure yard.
Yeah, they're in the South departure yard. These,
STG is San Diego.
yeah, San Diego cars.
Yeah, it's an off routed train, so it looks as though somebody was trimming the bowl, pulled these out, haven't backed it into the track they're assigned to, but then there's power sitting at the west end side, so 3 for up front and 1 at the back. I also think SGG does something else too.
Well, all right. So I got that one car moved. I still got this one string, but we're right at the 2-hour mark. So it's time to wind this one down. Guys, I'm going to mute myself in Discord, and I'll be back in just a moment.
Alrighty.
So, well, this was not bad for an impromptu session. I really enjoyed it. Good conversation both in Discord and also in, let's see, so that was, yeah, I'm going to end the poll there. So, but in Discord and also in the YouTube chat. So, yep, looks overall 63%. That's this horn right here. So, which horn? Norfolk Southern, 1 out. I'll be using that one, at least on the Modesto Empire Traction. We might do some more. I'm going to go look for some. Why am I opening stuff up like that for? Ooh, slam on the brakes. Nothing like slamming on the brakes, too. I think my engineer just went through the thing. Hey, thanks a lot, Groot. I appreciate you. You know what? I'm going to jump over into that Discord here in just a moment. We'll get you into the Southeast server. Brand spanking new server. It's only been up for like maybe 24 hours. So, but guys, jump on. This is the Southwest that we're on right now. This is the Southwest Rail Simulation server. Good group of guys. Once again, I always keep saying this, but I'm going to keep putting out there. We do not require check rides, or they do not require check rides. I do not require check rides on any of the Lazy Farmer servers, which would be the Roseville server in Northern California, the Southeast server, the AGS server, the Mohawk and Selkirk server, or the Pittsburgh server. Don't want to forget that one. So we're good to go. We got you covered, okay? And it's a good group of guys. Everybody's very helpful. It's all about getting you, especially if you're not familiar with Run8 and you've been sitting on it for a while. I've been getting that. A lot of people, I bought it, but I don't know what to do with it. There is a huge learning curve, guys, especially if you're not railroaders. There is a very big learning curve. I'm here to help you guys, and Ken was here to help you guys. We'll get you going on it, and in no time at all, you'll be very comfortable with that. So, with that being said, I'm hooked up to this string of cars here. I'm going to go finish that, but I'm going to go help. I am Groot right now. I'll meet him in my Lazy Farmer Mosel Discord. We'll get him started. Anyway, if you like the content, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it out with anybody else that you know that's a rail fan, or just like simulators and want to play trains. It is Run8's by far the best train simulator out there. That's my humble opinion. CSX, have a good night, sir. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.